And you are recognized for your 5-minute opening statement.
Thank you, Chairman Gowdy, Ranking Member Cummings, and distinguished members of the committee. It's an honor to be with you, and thank you for providing me with the opportunity to give testimony to your committee this morning. My name is Joel Rubin, and I'm the Deputy Assistant Secretary of State for House Affairs in the Department's Legislative Affairs Bureau. In this role, I serve as the Department's Chief Liaison to the House, responsible for ensuring that the multitude of foreign policy issues that the House cares about, from fighting terrorism to preventing a nuclear Iran, to expanding our economic alliances in Asia, to supporting your constituents when they travel overseas, are dealt with both efficiently and effectively. I've served in the federal government for more than a decade, including both as a Hill staffer and as a civil servant in the State Department during the Bush administration. I work closely with committees and leadership in the House on a daily basis, ensuring that the Department's relationships and communications with the House are strong, and that's why I'm here before you today. As you know, the State Department has a strong record of cooperation with your committee, something which we're proud of and something that you yourself recently acknowledged, Mr. Chairman, statements for which we're grateful. This is consistent with our work prior to this committee's formation, as the Department has provided nearly 2 years of steady cooperation with Congress on Benghazi by responding to requests from 10 committees, through hearings with several officials, including former Secretary Clinton, and by providing more than 20 witness interviews and more than 55 congressional briefings, in addition to responding to hundreds of congressional inquiries. Since the formation of this committee in May of last year, we've provided 4 briefings and witnesses for 2 more hearings, plus today's. And crucially, we have produced more than 40,000 pages of documents related to the tragic Benghazi attacks, all of which are in the hands of your committee today. Since our most recent conversation with the committee last month about its top priorities, the Department has been hard at work on implementing your most recent requests for documents and interviews. Our progress has been slowed somewhat by the holidays and the briefing we provided to you on January 13th, but also by the breadth and time span of the document request itself. Nonetheless, we will begin producing documents soon to the committee to meet this request. To put it bluntly, your priorities are our priorities. Therefore, in addition to the priority documents we will be providing soon, we also look forward to continuing to work with your staff to ensure that your requested interviews can proceed, so long as they do not jeopardize the Department of Justice's investigation and prosecution of the perpetrators of the Benghazi attacks. It's important to remember that, from a management perspective, we cannot respond to every request for a hearing, a briefing, documents, or interviews simultaneously. But we can and will prioritize our resources to address each request in the order you identify as most important to you, as the committee most recently did in December. Turning to your December requests for interviews, your staff informed us that of the 22 names requested, the committee's priority was to interview the diplomatic security agents who served heroically during the attacks. We understand the committee's interest in interviewing these agents, and I'm sure that the committee does not want to take any action that would create risks to their personal safety or their ability to do their jobs. We at the State Department have concerns that the requested interviews will pose precisely such risks. We also want to avoid interfering with the Department of Justice's ongoing investigations and prosecutions. As a result, we've been in ongoing conversations since December with your staff, counsel for the agents, and the Department of Justice to try to find a way forward that accommodates your request without endangering these men and their families, without negatively impacting national security, and without harming the ongoing investigation and prosecution of the perpetrators of the attacks. We're hopeful that an accommodation can be reached. In closing, we are proud of the significant and steady progress we have made on the committee's document and interview requests. We are grateful to the committee and its staff for your collegiality, and we look forward to continuing to work with the committee on its most recent priority document and interview requests, of which you will be seeing additional tangible responses in the near future. Thank you, and I look forward to the committee's questions.
Mr. Higgins.